Afternoon, guys. I've got a selection of my 50 to 60cc chainsaws out, and I've brought them out because I'm going to show one of my project saws which is going up for sale. And interestingly, she wasn't going to be a project saw for sale. I only really discovered that she had a slight mark on the piston several weeks ago, and shout out John for all the information, much appreciated. So this is the spectacular Husqvarna 254 XP, and nominal, I'm pretty sure they're a 54cc engine, 45mm piston, massively high revving engine. And again, thanks for all the info, John. I'm pretty sure, can I remember exactly, circa 14,000 offload RPM, so monstrous top RPMs. And this girl is running a genuine Argan Pro Light bar, 15-inch, good condition. It has it's a nearly brand new Argan full chisel chain. She had a new sprocket as well, and it's probably done, I don't know if I've even done 10 or 20 cuts with her, maybe not even that. So it was just hanging up. And then when I was running her recently, she seemed a little bit, I put her on the compression tester and she was pulling around the 135 psi, and I thought, oh, that seems a little low. Well, I wasn't sure because I don't really have anything to compare it with other than older saws. And so I ended up pulling off the exhaust, and then I noticed there's two slight marks on the piston, so I've photographed that now, and so hence it's going to go up for somebody for a project saw. But I'm going to show her running and cutting. And so really I brought the rest of the saws out to show the dilemma if you're going to pick up a 50 to 60cc chainsaw and you want something special. I've got a selection of saws, incredibly, which start, some of you may have already noticed, they start from the 1950s, can you believe? So one of the Mach 33s, gear drive from 1952, that's running a slightly smaller piston, 44mm piston. And then we've got the Jobu L73, 56cc. You've got the spectacular Alco 5500S. Now I'm going to do a video for the Alco separately, because when I've spoken to several people, it's a really misunderstood name. So a lot of people I've mentioned to Alco and they go, oh, Alco rubbish, and you think, oh, that's interesting. And they either associate it with it being an Italian company, and Italians make some spectacular saws, or, yeah, I've heard some strange things about Alco. But strangely, the name Alco is it's an acronym. It's the Al-Co is in fact the company, and that was from Alois Coburn, and that's from, they've got spectacular history from, I think they celebrated their 90th company anniversary in 2021. That's right, because so he started life in, I think, his Klotz in Germany. He was a locksmith and very, very clever man, and actually it's really interesting history. So we should talk about Alois Coburn another time. So that's the spectacular Alco 5500S, which is in fact an Alpina 55 Professional, and very powerful saw. And then we have other things like the 111 Dolmar 52cc, the Racket 60 or the Rocket 60 56cc, the 08S 56cc, the spectacular Dolmar CA, had to bring her out, 56cc, the Partner R16, spectacular. Even the Solo 620, the 52cc. So, and loads more we could bring out in this category. So there's a great choice of middleweight saws out there. I don't know if anything can match this for outright engine RPM and performance. They're just incredible. Where some of these other saws would probably be, well, definitely particularly on the gear drive saws, is they could run bigger bars, but for performance cutting on smaller wood, I would think this might be one of the quickest. Right, so what else do we need to be aware of with this saw? So she's going up as a project saw. Let's go over the things which are wrong with her, or are just maybe some marks or damage. Has a little tap in a little crack in the top cover. Has where the back end, you've seen this a lot as well on some of these, where the back end of the brake cover slots in, there's a little piece of mag alloy broken out. Obviously both the studs at the front are holding it in. Chain brake working. There are, like I say, some marks on the piston, and is that about it? Marks on the piston. Not sure if I can think of anything else. Other than that, the saw is absolutely complete. And running wise, let's do that. Put that in. Oh, let's do that again. There. I've got a knack for hitting off the choke. And then off. Oh. So, real ferocious engine, really ferocious, and typically starts, well, straight away normally. So, fitted with the Argon 13-inch Pro Light, one of my favourite chains, which is really the Argon full chisel, spectacular, new clutch, or new sprocket, and that was greased. Let me show you what this girl cuts like. Impressive is the answer, and particularly on, wow, on limbing on this type of wood, perhaps 8, 10, 12-inch wood, just a bit of a weapon really. Okay, let's see how this girl performs. Hey guys, so just a spectacular performing engine, and just a spectacular performing engine. So like I say, the only reason then she's going to go up as a as a project saw for somebody to work on, is that, you know, I've noticed those marks on the piston. So just being completely upfront about it. And before that, before taking that off, I wasn't even aware of that, and I would have just said she was good just to work and just put straight into work. But yeah, please be aware then, a couple of marks on the piston, and she obviously cuts beautifully. And let's just double check everything else around the saw. If I was being super critical, it has, I don't know if they're supposed to have little plastic bungs in a couple of the inside holes, but that's not there. Correct air filters inside, and front handle is excellent. AV mounts all feel tight. No other breaks anywhere on the saw as far as I can see. Pull start housing looks good. Labels mostly intact. Front serial number badge perfect. The filler caps are correct. There she is. That's the spectacular Husqvarna 254 XP. So hopefully suitable for one of you guys. And again, one other thing missing is the little blind cover at the back. So if you have the heated grip option, there's normally a heated grip switch there, and otherwise it's just a little blanking cap which sits in, which I did actually try to buy one of those actually twice, I think, from L&S and from one other company, and they still don't have them in. So and I kind of haven't forgotten about it up until now. Here she is. Let's take a couple of discs off the one below. Such a spectacular performing engine. Okay. It started to rain. I was going to take a few more. I've got to get my babies in. Guys, stay safe. Hope that was fun. Bye for now.